Now, this is going to be interesting because I can't do sliding U techniques with this. If I try, what's going to happen is, let's say I want to put this one into here. If I try, I can say, okay, slide this into here, turn this way, slide it back, and bang, we're bandaged right here. So this won't let it. So how then shall I do it? Well, I know these two need to get into here. So what if I just manually place it? What if I just go like this? Boom. Because I haven't gotten these edges yet. Nope, actually I don't want to do that because I'll take this one out. Okay, so I'm going to want to do algorithms to do that. And as I look at these guys here, I've got one here and I've got one here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the URF algorithm to swap this with this. Now it'll take the swapping up to here, then I got to swap these again with the same URF, but with this layer instead of this layer. So let's swap this with my URF with this as my F move. So it's going to be 2U, to R, to F, and then to U, then to F, to R, to U, to F. It did swap them. See, this is here and this is here. It also swapped these, so I got to remember to do it again, but with this as my F. To U, to R, to F, to U, to F, to R, to U, to F. Okay, so that got it back. Let's unbumpify this. So now you can see this whole section is in, and this whole section is in, but these two are out, and these two are out. So how shall I do this one? Well, I can take these two and swap it with these two. This will come into here, these two will come into here, and this will come into here. So to U, to R, to F, to U, to F, to R. Remember, this is not a tutorial, this is a demonstration. That's why I'm not explaining everything that I'm doing to you. Okay, so now all of these are in except one, and all of these are in except one. So we have an issue because I could only swap one if it's in the middle, otherwise I'd have to swap two. I can't swap this with this. So I can't do this as a brick as I was doing. Those are actually brick strategies, by the way. So that's why I call that a brick parity. A brick parity means that I cannot use purely brick moves to do this. Remember, with the brick moves I was doing 2R and use, I was just doing brick moves with this. But this is a brick parity because I have to use other types of moves to get it out of this position. Now, actually, these were Rubik 180 moves, the 2U, 2R, 2F. But this is a parity that emerges when you do brick moves. So notice when I was doing the algorithm, I never got it out of its native shape. I was always doing 2Rs and U's, 2Rs, 2U's, things like that. So I never got it out of the 180 form. But because of this, I have to do a brick move which goes like this and like this. So how am I going to get out of this? Well, before I do that, now that I've got it down to 1, I'm now going to solve for the edge, for these edges. And here's how I'm going to do that. 1 is in, 2 are in, 2 are not in. So this kind of a parity is what I call a floppy parity. And there's a particular way to get out of this. What I want to do is I need to flip-flop these two. So if you just look at the positioning, I'm going to move this up, just like that. Then I'm going to do a Red Bull algorithm to flip these. So this will end up here in the right position. This will end up here. Then when I move this back, it's going to come back into its proper place. So I'm going to move this over to here and do a Red Bull algorithm to put this in place where this will come back up to join it. So in this position, we have 2R, 2B, 2U, L, 2 up, RI, 2 up, R, 2 up, 2F, R, 2F, LI, 2B, and 2R. Now you can see this is tucked nicely into here, and all I've got to do is go like bang, and now this is in, all these edges are now in. Now I paid a little bit of a price. I pulled the center out, but it's a 5x5 center, so sliding you will bring it back in. So you go down, slide it like so. This moves down, slide it back, this goes up, whoop, slide it back, and this goes up. And at the end of the day, look at what we did. We have, these edges are all in. They're all reduced. So now I'm going to do the same thing but with this side. And I didn't affect anything else. So starting off with this, I see these two edges are paired, and these two edges are paired, and I think they need to be swapped. I'm going to do that with the Rubik 180 algorithm, the URF algorithm, the even layer version, by going, you know, it's interesting because these two are also paired, and these two are paired. So maybe I can get the whole thing in by doing 2U, 2R, 2F, then 2U, and I got to do another 2U. Instead of splitting it down here, I'll split it down here, 2U, then finish with 2F, 2R, 2U. Okay, so these three are in, that's good. These are not in, these are not in, and these are not in. So I've got one that's in and 3 edge pairs that are not. So a floppy parity is when I have 3 edge pairs that are in and 2 edge pairs that are in and 2 that are out. When I have 3 that are in and 1 that's out, when I have 1 that's in and 3 that are out, that's not a floppy parity. That's what I call an edge parity. Now here's something interesting. This doesn't really go with these corners over here. I'm kind of noticing that. But that's actually okay, I think. But my 3x3 solve got messed up somehow, because this middle edge does not go with these. These are bumped basically. So I have to decide what I'm going to do to fix that. What I need to do maybe is these two need to be flip-flopped. Let's see what happens. 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U. Okay, this is better. This is good. I created misplacement over here. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm simply going to turn it upside down and do the same thing with this. 2R, 2U, 2R. So this bump aspect is really challenging with it. Okay, I fixed it. Don't ask me completely how, but I did fix it. Now it might be hard to see, but basically remember how I had 2 that were in and 2 that were out? That was a floppy parity. Here, this one is in, this is out because this one doesn't belong, this is out because this doesn't belong, and this is out. So I've got 3 that are out. The way this algorithm is going to work, is this particular algorithm is going to cause this to go here, this will go back to here, and this will come up to here. Now, it's because they don't have the color, it's hard for me to see which is supposed to go where. So I'm just going to check it out real quick. And no, this one does not belong here, so it would do me no good to change that. So this doesn't belong here. This one does. Okay, so what that tells me is I gotta move it like this. So this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. This is the right-sided version, and here's how this works. Let's see if I remember it. And we're on this side over here. So we're gonna go to F. Then we're going to do U, in the center over here, 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L. Then I'm going to do another 2F, and I'm going to go 2R, and then 2F, and then finish it up with 2L U, 2R UI, 2L U, 2R UI, we do a 2F, 2R, and should be done. Okay, now, I gotta be honest with you, that was an algorithm I did a long time ago, and I'm surprised I still remembered it, but here's what happened. These are now in, these are now in, these are now in, and these are now in. So to fix a floppy parity, you do that red ball algorithm and damage control with your centers. To do the brick parity, you do that algorithm, and I can point to a tutorial that I did where I showed you how I came up with that. So now that I've done these, I just have these edges to go, and I have to do damage control with the center, and that's going to be later. Okay, so you can see that none of these are in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find a way. Okay. Is this in? No. Okay, what belongs where? I'm going to move this to here. Okay, this belongs here, so this is all in. These two are paired, this is in, and these two are paired. So this is the easiest of the possibilities. So I've got two, they're all paired, but this is just in with the wrong crowd, in with the wrong center, but they're paired. So I'm simply going to move this over here, and I'm going to exchange these guys with a URF algorithm, a Rubik 180, 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, and now I can find my way home. So you can see all of these edges are now in. Now I'm bumped, and I have to kind of find my way back to where I was before. And it's just a matter of finding what goes where, because I don't have colors to guide me, just shape. Okay, very good. Okay, so you can see that all of my edges are now in. And I've shown both floppy parity and brick parity, but now I've got to do some damage control. Now I've got to clean up these edges. The first thing to clean up is this and this. Let's swap these by a 180 URF algorithm. Now let's see if I only need to do 180 moves. If not, then I've got some other kind of a parity, because then I can't do 180 moves, I got to do some 90-degree moves. So I'm going to do the URF algorithm odd layer version with these two, which is going to move the misplacement to this, then I'll just do it again. So 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F. Indeed, these were swapped, but now I moved it to here. So now this is going to be my F as I go 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F, and that swaps that back. But there's no way that I can swap these two without swapping others. So you may say, well, I must have just moved the misplacement to one of these layers, and I did, but I moved it symmetrically to these. I went from odd to even layer, because there's two different odd-even parities happening simultaneously on a puzzle like this. Now I simply do an even layer URF algorithm with this, 2U, 2R, 2F, and it's self-contained. 2U, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, and now that's in. Okay, now what about these guys? Well, these three can pull back in. So 2U, 2R, 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F. Puts these back, place it over here, do it again. 2F, 2U, 2F, 2R, 2U, 2F. It placed the parity here, another URF, but the even layer version does not make it go to another layer. 2F, and now unlike the odd layer, I go 2U, 2U. Now again, this is not a tutorial, that's why I'm moving fast. I'm not explaining so much of what I'm doing, but to those who follow my tutorials, know what I'm doing. Okay, so now we have all in, except these guys need to go here. So this is more brick parity. However, this is in the 5x5 layer, so I can just URF it. Is that a verb? URFing it? Maybe. So this comes to here. Slide it over here. This goes to here. Slide this back. This goes to here. So all of these layers are unbandaged. The 5x5 layers are unbandaged. Okay, so now I have one left, and that's this and this. This is an inner brick parity, and I'm going to use the same algorithm. And the way this is going to work is, well, this has to be my F. This is the left-handed version, actually. This will go here, which is fine. This will go here, and this will go here. Unless I move this to here. Nope, okay. No, you know, actually my perspective is wrong. This will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. That's how that's going to be. So it's going to be like this. So the way that this is going to work is we're going to do 2F. It's going to be this layer here. So my U is going to be here. U, 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L. We do 2F. Move this to here with a 2R, then a 2F. And finish it with a 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L, U. Hope this works. 2R, UI. It's been a long time since I've done this algorithm. Now what should happen is I go 2F, bring this out, and maybe move it back, but I guess I don't have to do that. Okay, it worked. This is all in. This is all in. But when I do that on an inner layer, I simply move the parity to the outer layer. So I got to do it again with the outer layer. So what goes where? Well, this is going to go here. This will go to here, and this will go to here. Yeah. Okay, so left-sided version of that is going to be 2F. It's going to be UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, 2F, bring this here with a 2L and 2F, then finish it up with a 2R, UI, 2L, U, 2R, UI, 2L, U, move this over here to a 2F, bring this over here, and done! So, there it is. The scramble and solve of Twisty Tech's absolutely fantastic 3x5x7 bump cuboid ultimate shapeshifter. That quickly has become one of my absolute favorite puzzles. So you can see how great his craftsmanship is. Throw him some business, throw him some love, throw him something good. But I can see that his puzzle is of the top quality, and I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity to have had the experience to scramble and solve such a fantastic puzzle, which may be the first online solve of this puzzle that I know of anyway. Anyway, Twisty Tech's fantastic work. Thanks so much for letting me share in it. And as always, thanks for watching.